Greetings to you, my friends, wherever you may be viewing from. A very happy new year to you as we kick off our 2025 year of gold pay dirt reviews here on the Bayou. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I thank you all so much for joining me and for continuing to join me as I move into another year. And yes, right now we're 3 days away from seeing the end of 4 years of unimaginable incompetence, corruption, criminality, all the things that you would associate with a coup, an illegal coup on the largest government in the world, most powerful nation in the world, and we've seen the result of that uh, uh, in extreme. And so we're going to be drawing into that. I don't know if y'all just saw in the Congo, they lined up and executed 100 people that tried to implement a coup. And as a rule, that's what happens when you actually do a coup. January 6th was not a coup. We watched that live, and I saw everything that Trump said, saw the people that were there. Now we know that the FBI was involved in it, and all the things that have been blocked. I'm one of the few channels in this niche that has had videos erased and fought to have them reinstated, and still had one that didn't, but along with other channels like I know PA Prospector, PA Patriot Prospector, and Secret Creek, both have had experienced their share of censorship and yeah, from not just this, but through the pandemic bullshit as well. So we've seen the result of, like I said, when you have delusional people in charge. We've been living in a delusional state where everything that you see and what they've been telling you, you know, is a lie, but they insist that it's not. Just like to the last, we have Joe Biden still saying that not only could have beaten Trump, but he's pretty sure Kamala could have beaten Trump. And even the libtard media is going, well, you know, she lost, Joe. she didn't win, you know. So and now he's taking credit for, you know, the so-called peace movement here. I mean, that of course Trump came in and said a week ago that if this is not resolved, that there's going to be hell unleashed on them. But I don't know if y'all know the details of this. They're releasing 1,000 Palestinian subhuman terrorist scum to get back what they're calling 33 hostages. And then, again, these are innocent people that have been held and tortured: women, old men, children, babies, for 16 months, subjected to these animals, these subhumans. They're giving back 1,000 of some of them that are you know, convicted of murder and life sentences that are returning. 1,000 of these to get back. Again, they're saying 33, but there's 11 of them are dead. So 22 supposedly live hostages of the 100 that they're holding. We don't know how many of them are Americans. That's not acceptable. That's not what I expected from Trump. I expected that we'd go in there and he'd say, either you have them lined up or we're going to start burning through your tunnels, and we're gonna get our people back. And if, you know, we can get the other Israelis that are involved in it, but there's Israeli Americans that have been held that long with a country that did nothing. And no, we're not going to give you 1,000 people to go out and unleash more terror on innocent humans by these subhuman Nazi Islam vermin. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a thing where, yeah, we'll say whatever you want, get as many as we can back, tag these fuckers, and then just start eradicating them as we can. But no, this is a fraud. It's not going to last. Nothing that they say is ever real, and they're just buying time to, like I said, the only answer is going to be to literally turn Gaza into a dead zone and keep it that way. But we're coming to an end of this nightmare, and there is, you know, optimism, and Trump is already affecting the world before he's even gotten into office. So a lot of optimism. We're looking forward to this. So yeah, here we go. Starting off 2025. We're looking good. We've got, I believe this is number 177 of Gold Pay Dirt reviews, and this is Here we're on a beautiful January day, mid-January. It's about 60 degrees, 65 degrees. We're going to be going down to 29, 28 here in a couple of days. So, but you know, we get into spring in between. So we're going to enjoy a day of panning. On this one, we've got some pay dirt I haven't done before. Actually, it was a prize I won from Troubled One off of his channel back a few months ago. So with that being said, let's turn to the old gold epicenter of South Louisiana one more time, since our new table is just about ready to go. I just have not, I just have not finished the Bayou Gold guy part on it, but it's all and ready to go. So, but for today, I had to get out here in the sun, so I'd get out of the shade, not be in my own light. And we will turn once more again, the last time, to our old gold epicenter of South Louisiana, down here on the Gulf of America, my friends. How cool is that? I'm real happy with that designation. So here we go, and this is from Ozark Bucks. And you may say, yeah, aren't his in color? And yeah, his labels are. This is a bag that's made up, like I said, for a Troubled Ones pay dirt giveaway on his channel. And there you see his Fever Dream stickers. We've got I guess one's a bag label, then one's his channel stickers. So in our Ozark Bucks here, though, we got this. It says SOCA edition, South California. This pay dirt will contain material from seasonal creeks in Southern California. This is not for the beginner. There will be heavies and magnetics. Gold will be small to very small in sizes, so be careful so you get it all. This bag will contain 1/4 grams of added gold guaranteed minimum. Enjoy, BL. Very nice. And we'll get some water set up, and we're going to classify this down since we got small gold, and go from there. Those are staples. I guess this was stapled in the bag or something he'd gotten from him. Troubled One had gotten. So, but it's heat sealed. I think it was heat sealed. Felt like it. And Ziploc tight. And it was also in 2 different baggies. So some California material. Yeah, we got some bigger stuff in here, so it's good that we're classifying this. You guys know a lot of times I don't bother classifying unless, like I said, I know we're going to have smaller gold, and then sometimes, depending if it's really tiny, I've got that other. It's basically a grease spatter screen that you put over your skillet, but it's the next mesh down from this size. I think these are actually 10 mesh. They count it by the number of squares in an inch. So if you've got 10 in a 1 inch, it's a 10 mesh, 20 mesh down to the smaller sizes. So I think these are generally these larger kitchen strainers, or the basic kitchen strainers, or your 10 mesh. So there we go. Kind of has that Arizona look to me too. So all right, well, we've got our water ready. We've got some jet dry to go in there. And let's get us our first gold of 2025. Lots of quartz look to it. Hold on. I had to get my eyes. So I've got those geodes that we had that came in from our last mail call from John R. Prospecting. And I almost did that instead of this since we've been getting a lot of rain, and I said it was cold. We were down in the 20s last week, and I brought Hurricane in, and he was not happy about it. He stayed in the bathroom the whole time on the sink for like 3 or 4 days that he was in. But I just couldn't leave him out there. And then I put a heating pad out on the back, running out the back door here for Shrody Jr., my other little gray cat that used to be feral, and Mo, my feral daddy. And I looked out there, both of them were curled up in it together when it was cold. She's come in before. I offered to let her come in, and she didn't want to. But I was thinking it was kind of heartwarming, because I'm thinking that's probably the first time in his life that because I brought her in before when it was freezing, and she'd come in and stay on the end of the bed, and it was a very good guest in the house. All right, well, nothing in that, so we were looking for the tiny stuff as it is. But yeah, that for him to be warm when it was that cold, thinking that poor little guy, they said he never had anybody pet him before. I've got him tamed enough, and I come out to feed him, and first thing he wants is his head scratched. He doesn't care about dinner anymore. He pushes his head up there and wants me to pet his head, scratch his head and his neck. And so yeah, they made it through the cold, and I'm going to I'll have it set up for him again. It's supposed to be this weekend, like Saturday night going into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll be in the 20s at night, and not much out of we got some garnets showing up in there, some tiny red garnets. Cool. But yeah, all my babies have been adopted. They went to good homes, according to Mr. Pat up there. And I did end up the last two that I held on to whenever they were getting the other way, the little black one, and Mo Jr. here, the little girl. I just ended up, I couldn't put them up there. They were here too long. Actually got a lot of little red garnets in there on this one, along with that black sand. Y'all notice I did not hit this with the magnet, because I already know it's in there, so there's no point of looking at it. And I didn't want to have to deal with that tiny gold clumping in with this stuff like y'all have seen on that other video. Once you magnetize it, some of this stuff tends to hold together a lot more and make it more difficult if you're not taking it out. You're just checking to see, and you put it back in. So, but we are getting some really pretty gold showing. Oh, showing up there. And congratulations to the winners of our channel members from the last drawing there. Gentleman Prospector and Mary Russa. I know when I'm doing the video, it sounds like I'm saying Russo, but I just kind of was too lazy on the part getting it out, so the Russo. But yes, so yes, Mary, if you haven't seen it yet, email me. I said I've already got Gentleman Prospector. Yours is actually, I'm going to be probably sending that out today. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel as a channel member. It also watches and subscribes and has supported it through the years. It really means a lot. And I certainly have enjoyed being with you guys. So there we go. Some that's not tiny gold there. That's some nice chunky pieces. Sticking to my finger, I can pick it up that way. So get that up. So I'm having a feeling that as we get down to there, we'll get into some tinier stuff. Then we go back through and see there's one speck that got away from us right there. Seems kind of light. We'll grab it up, make sure. Yeah, there's a number of nice little garnets in there. All right, well, let's a little bit more and see what we got. So yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look and see. I don't remember what giveaway this was for Troubled Ones. It might have been one of his subscriber giveaways. But congratulations to Troubled One. His channel has been growing great. He does a lot of videos, and he's got his pay dirt that he puts out as well. Oh, this is, like I said, a cool prize. There's a good amount of, oh, there's super zoomed. Sorry about that. There is a good amount of heavies holding in there for sure. I know you guys have been following the insanity going on out in California. Again, going back to what I was saying at the beginning of this video of you've got delusional people in charge of every aspect of that, of what that situation out there, not just delusional, but literally mentally ill, delusional, and just watching them point fingers at each other and self-destruct. Now they're outraging because the Republicans are saying, no, we're not just going to give you a blank check of money to continue doing what you keep doing over and over again because you're retards and communist scum. But yeah, when you can't beat having a squad of lesbians burning down Los Angeles with a mayor that's shown levels of incompetence that you haven't seen since, you know, even Camel Toe as vice president didn't have the ability to, and she was and identified as a DEI hire from the start. Biden said, it's going to be a black woman of color, so yeah. But yeah, this mayor just is just beyond contempt, as is almost all the politicians that are in any libtard city and any libtard state. But to see it on display like this is just beyond the pale. But then my question is, well, where are all the fucking drones that were nonstop news for the last month that have just suddenly, with the California disaster, just disappeared from the whole the whole mindset of the public conscious? Just and now I'm seeing that they're warning about threats for the inauguration, which no, I wouldn't trust slats of glass surrounded by I've seen reports that there's 40,000 organized communist or identified communists, self-identified communist, infiltrators that are all planning on descending on, and I'm sure already in Washington right now. And make no mistake that these scumbags have no problem taking out, collateral damage to get Trump. So I'd heard back over a week ago that there may be a change to what the way they were going to have it done and where he was even going to do it. I could see having a big screen out there for the public and having him somewhere else completely, him, Melania. So we'll see, but it's been way too calm and quiet compared to what we saw in 2016. When you see that these people, especially the Trump derangement people, are even so much more, infected now. That the fact that there's been nothing going on suggests that there's something that is going to be coming up. So I don't know. We'll hope for the best, but hope that surely they are planning for the very worst, because that's all that these people are capable of, is the very worst of anything they try. And then you see the people in North Carolina just raising hell because they're being ignored completely still by FEMA, as Biden's announcing the $770 payout to the people that have lost everything that they ever owned in California. Well, meanwhile, they called a special session last week in the midst of all this, and you think, oh, it was, to address the shortcomings and the fire. No, it was to assign another $50 million to fight Trump and protect illegal aliens in the country when Trump takes power, to thwart the ICE, and that was their priority, as they're literally they are the fifth largest economy in the world, and it's run by people that that literally couldn't run one of those carts you push with ice cream and the Mexican carts, gelato shit. It's just, you can't make this shit up, but you see the result of it. So like I said, I'm very much looking forward to the dismantling and exposure of all these scumbags, and hopefully seeing some very just retribution uh, thwarted upon them. And like you said, we don't have to make up anything to look for. You guys have provided more than enough treasonous, criminal, across the board, any lawfare, any number of, everything that you can imagine they've done. So there is, it's just to pick out the worst of it. But definitely using the Justice Department against a political adversary to the point where they're still trying to press charges against a sitting president, or want to we'll just hold it for 4 years until he gets out of office, and then we'll push this for something is totally illegitimate to begin with. Look there, man. That is some nice gold showing up in the bottom of this. It's a very pretty start for 2025 here. And yeah, I would definitely rank this as all nice chunky gold. None of this is what I would consider fine. So it's like I said, it's a nice bag of some very pretty gold. You can see there, that's stuff's chunky. There's no tiny stuff in there. So very nice. Of course, if you're a beginner on this and you're leaving the magnetics in, you'll you'd find there's a little speck you see that got by. Right, where is it? Right there. That's why we always go through the pan. That's why I rarely find anything in my tailings, except when it is usually very tiny gold, or if it's like a piece like that where I've been talking and wasn't paying attention to looking at the camera or whatever, not the pan at the end. And another nice little batch of uh, garnets in there. So there we go. I started to do this one before, but I just didn't think I was going to have enough time because of the description. I was thinking it would be that slow, that you can get through it quick, but then when you get down to try to clean it out or get it out, then you spend 30 minutes or an hour trying to get that fine gold with no dirt in it. Once you've got it all out of the bag, and I really like for mine to have no specks in, although y'all see usually, especially that fine stuff, I will give up space for sand to keep from washing away any fine gold. So there we go. Awesome. I'd say that's definitely a good quarter gram for sure. Like I said, some very pretty, nice character on it, chunky gold. So, yeehaw. We'll go in and dry this up, and we'll see if we got everything. I'm going to go through the tail ends here, make sure there's no little flower specks that eluded me, and we'll be back. Where's my finger here? There we go. That's what I found in my tailings. The two tiniest specks of gold in the bag made it through, and I got them. So there we go. There were two tiny specks that were in here. So there you go. That could be naturally occurring. Here we are once again. Some beautiful gold there. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get it in our paper here. Our scale is zeroed out. Well, there you go, 0.350. So, like I said, that was a very good looking quarter. So, awesome. Thank you so much to Troubled One and Ozark Bucks for some very cool pay dirt. If y'all see those little bottles I keep forgetting about mention, I never really pushed it that much, but these are all of our original Lynch gold and some of that rare crystalline gold in the 5-pound big bags that we still have for the $45 with $5 shipping, the last of the Lynch. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, give me a holler. So there we go. It's like I said, some beautiful gold. We got some little that is gold. It's just dark. It held up, but I just love like I said, it's a matter of, I guess, perspective. If you're not familiar, if you haven't done a lot of tiny gold, this probably would be considered pretty small gold. If you haven't done any of the next level beyond this, and then getting into flower gold. So it's not, like I said, you can see from the toothpick there, it's not big gold, but it is nice chunky pieces. And like I said, I would consider these intermediate, I guess difficult. I don't know. Like I said, it depends. If you've done this stuff before, it's you've dealt with flower gold, everything's big. You've done with kinkies, flower gold's big. So, but it's a beautiful gold, and that's the main thing, that no matter what it is, how big it is, it's just always gorgeous. So, very nice look there, and a great start to 2025. Well, all right, my friends, that was an awesome bag. Here's here's my newest little girl right here. One of the two, and yes, and of course we got the boy wanting to get in his position. The other baby's in there sleeping, but yes, we thank you all so much for tuning in once again, and again, I hope y'all are all having a very good New Year, and healthy and happy, and looking forward to what's to come. Again, I just saw the latest breaking news that they had another Trump assassination attempt during the Carter funeral, when they had a guy in the White House with a machete and 3 knives that was going to try to get to him, along with another person that had trying to do a car bomb outside that they stopped. That was on the road. So this is just now coming to light. But again, I wants to keep a drone. These drones that they've had no control over for the last month. We heard nothing, nothing but talk of, and that's now gone silent. Wants to keep any of those from being able to penetrate that airspace when that's going on. So again, I'm hoping that Trump's going to pull a Trump, and at the end have an alternative plan, to do the ceremony indoors or whatever in the somewhere else, and show it on big screens. But yeah, I think it should be a real concern. They should very, very much be. And then you consider the DEI pathetic, the FBI, Secret Service. They're going to have the ponytail brigade out there. That's going to be, again, we've already seen the competence level of these people. It doesn't exist. So we gotta get him in there 3 more days from right now, and yeah, things are going to change. So with that, we wish you all the best. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate you doing that. If you tuned in on one of the often returning but not subscribed viewers, and maybe a thumbs up as well. So once again, we thank you so much, and I am Bayou Gold Guy saying take care of each other. Keep your eyes open. We might be doing a live stream for the inauguration day, since we were there for the last rally and election day. They're playing with the box here. So just to kind of wrap up, put it to bookend it, as they say. So we'll see, but Monday's going to be a big day. So till then, once more, thank y'all, and peace out, my friends. The Bayou Gold Dog. Bat Dog.